after that, that's when I never did hear from him again, was after I went out with her. So then I guess that from there, I think what I might do is, I made a post earlier, or a clip earlier. I didn't really like it because I was so tired. So I was going to redo everything right now. I'm a little more awake. But I think since I explained this thing about the Iranian man, I'm going to just upload what I have, what I've said so far on that, and then upload some parts of the post I made earlier today about then meeting Dylan and what happened with him. And I in that clip, I should preface it because I said, well, I've never driven drunk, and then I said, well, I was definitely intoxicated. I really thought about it. I'm like, I said all over the place. Was I intoxicated or was I drunk or what? And, thinking about it, I was intoxicated, but I probably wasn't too drunk to drive. But I was very close. And I did follow him to his house, and then it was there that I had 2 drinks over at his house, and then I was definitely drunk. So I think that probably resolves the question as to, my level of intoxication and when I was driving and that kind of thing. So, obviously I don't have a script with me. I'm kind of trying to remember things as I go along. Sometimes I leave things out because I'm not pre-planning every single thing that I say ahead of time. I'm telling you the truth, so I'm not trying to structure my every word strategically, which would probably be helpful for getting through all of this a little faster. But I am speaking to you as I am, and with all honesty and as naturally as possible. So I was going to today go through the, after bringing up this thing about Dylan, I wanted to, and talking about how then I decided to move to Washington State and just commute to Oregon for college and my lawsuits. I was going to go through the FBI documentation that the FBI gave me and contrast what they wrote about me with what the truth was. And I'm going to save that for tomorrow because I think it'll make more sense, and that way I can then bring up what was written and how I didn't know what was written about me at the time, and then how different events then began to unfold which affected me and involved a lot of police and FBI and other individuals too. So I will get into that tomorrow, and today is just mainly correcting the stuff about giving you a little more background information of where I'm coming from, and correcting the statement I made about the Persian person and what happened with that, and then what led me to announce I was going to leave the state. So, thanks for your time. Hope you have a good evening. So it's going to be, my clips for today will be one that I made earlier this morning, or this afternoon, that is about MK Ultra and things that my family's been through. And then the next one is going to be this one, which explains then where I left off with about the Iranian guy and after the FBI came to my house. And then the one after that is going to talk about what happened when I then sort of had my last, when I was meeting some other individuals that were connected to people who were adversaries in my lawsuits, and what led me to leave Oregon. So that will be for today, and then tomorrow I hope to dive right into the documentation from the FBI and give you a little more information about how my travel was obstructed for the first time. So, okay. I hope that this makes sense, and that you will give me the benefit of a doubt until I am able to finish talking about the things that I need to bring up, because some of the things that sound more incredible, I think become more plausible when other factors are, when the rest of the timeline is able to evolve and you hear more about the story, or you know what's going on with me and my son. So, okay, thanks.